Good Monday morning. This is What's on Scott's Mind. So I'll start off with, as I often do, athletics. The Big Ten, after winning the football national championship and representing well with 3 teams in the 16 final best teams in the NCAA men's football tournament, the Big Ten also has 2 teams represented in the Final Four in basketball. So, pretty impressive, pretty cool. Not a big fan of Michigan, but my dad got his master's at Michigan, so I guess I have a loose Michigan affiliation that I can claim for one weekend. So I will root for either Michigan or Illinois to win the national championship, just because I'm going to root for the Big Ten team, and it's not Purdue. Anyway, so that's kind of where that is, and always one of those things to consider is, who are you rooting for? Anyway, let's see. Again, this is my What's on Scott's Mind segment. A couple of things that I've been working on. I got my transition done from Verizon. This is a personal thing. It's not a revenge thing. It's a reality thing. I was going to stay on Verizon for a year. I was getting employee pricing, so thought I was getting a deal. Only to find out I'm actually saving money on T-Mobile with no employee pricing at all. So it's kind of painful, kind of sad that I'm paid that much extra for all those years. But I guess that's neither here nor there, right? We are done. The last line moved off Sunday, and there is no more Verizon account. And obviously, I'll pay my final bill, ship in the stuff, did a bunch of upgrades. I kept my phone, but did a bunch of upgrades, got a couple of new phones, kept a couple of old phones, so it was good. Got a new tablet. Win, lose, or draw, right? All good. I did get a 5G tablet. My intent with the tablet is to use it as a hotspot, but also to have an Android tablet. I don't often need to do stuff on Android, but every once in a while when I do, nice to have an Android tablet. Plus, as a Google user, I'm a Google Pro user. I do use Google AI, so I want to try some of the cool things that they do with the newer version of solutions running Google AI, right? So one of the, ask me what this is, that kind of stuff. The stuff that I've been doing with the Meta glasses a lot, I would like to try with Google just to see, right? The value proposition or the learning proposition here is to really focus on learning and getting the learning done. On the other side, in terms of learning, I am cleaning up the Aura AI model. I've continued to do that. I started cleanup in January, and I've been cleaning up older lessons, updating them, getting them to the current. I do have to do a new version of the OpenAI tools probably next week. The reason for that being there is no more Sora. Sora was their video creation engine. They still do images pretty well. I like Imagen on OpenAI. Nano Banana is the Google one, and then there is the Ximagine. Of the 3, Ximagine is the hardest to use because it doesn't follow prompts as effectively as the other 2. So it's kind of good. I'm not wearing a blue shirt, by the way, for a rare What's on Scott's Mind sans blue shirt. The other thing, obviously, and the other components that I'm looking at is trying to finish up my book. So I have one book with the editor right now. So I finished chapter 9 and sent it back to the editor. There's 6 chapters to go in that one. Once that's done, they'll publish it. So that'll be available probably in I want to think, the April-May timeframe. And then I have another book that I've been working on called The 4 Debts, and it's focusing on, helping organizations deploy AI smarter, be better. Don't be in the 95% that fail, be in the 5% that succeed. And so, thinking about that book is in flight. I have offered it to a publisher. I have not heard back from the publisher yet. Once I hear back from the publisher, I will, bust a move to get it done. It's one of those things where you try, you got to focus on it. You got to it takes a while to write a book. The research part takes a long time. And in particular, with the book I'm writing, it's the first book I'm really focusing more on the business rather than the technology aspect of this. And so, because of that, I've got a lot more. I did a lot more research. I did a lot more diving into what the business processes look like. So, that book's coming out. So, I'm very excited about that. So, what's on Scott's mind? Thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful start to your week.